What's up, guys? So in this video, I'm gonna go over how to get in the zone, how to get in that flow state. I made the video and I completely forgot the very last step of the technique. So stay to the very end and there's gonna be a second clip that I add to it that's gonna explain the last part. So let's jump into it. What's up, guys? Dom the Hypnotist here. Today in this video, we are gonna go over one of the most powerful techniques you can use in sport to get an advantage over your opponent. I've showed this to tons and tons of people, professional athletes, non-professional athletes. If you do this technique, you learn how to do it, and you practice it just a little bit every day, I promise you it's gonna put you 10 steps ahead of your competition. So let's jump into it. So the technique I'm gonna go over today is what we call time distortion. So what is time distortion? Well, time distortion is your perception of time. So we've all been through times in our life where time just seemed to go by really fast. You know, maybe we're on vacation, maybe we're doing something we'd love to do, we're having fun, and the time just went by like that. And then there's other times where the time just goes by really slow. And for some reason, it seems like every time you look at your watch, it's like, oh my God, only a minute went by and it seems like an hour. So what is that? Well, obviously, the time itself isn't changing. It's just your perception of time. So what happens is when you're feeling good, when you're happy, when you're excited, your body will automatically shift into fast time. That's why, again, when you're having a great time, everything goes by so fast. And then when you're just dreading what you're doing and you're maybe not as excited or you don't want to do that certain activity, time just seems to take forever. So how do we access either or, and how do we use it to our advantage? So you've probably heard athletes talk about when they're in the zone, right? Or in that flow state where they could just see things happen before they happen. They felt like they were flowing. They were just in that zone. Well, that is because, again, without them knowing, they are distorting time with their mind. So typically what happens is if you are in a negative state or you're not feeling the best, you will internally be in slow time, but externally everything will be in fast time. And when that happens, you will feel very overwhelmed. It'll be like, you feel heavy, you feel slow, but everything around you is going way too fast for your pace. And this could also, be nothing that has to do with your physical ability. It's just in that moment, your perception of time. So we're going to jump into the exercise, how to access both. So what I need you to do is, before we jump into this exercise, go somewhere quiet where you can do this. If you're driving right now, save this video, watch it later on, make a note, put it on your calendar. Hey, I'm going to do this when I get home. Make a notice, because I promise you guys, just take the next 7 minutes to go through this, and you apply it. It's going to change your game. I promise. Okay. So it's totally worth it. So save this video, whatever you have to do. And when you're doing this exercise, it's kind of silly. It's probably going to be something you're not used to, but just do it with an open mind. Okay. Just look, you have nothing to lose here. So just do the exercise exactly how I say to do it. And look, if it doesn't work, which it's going to, just throw it out. But I promise you, if you do it step by step how I tell you, it's going to work every single time. Okay. So let's jump into it. So again, make sure you're somewhere you can just focus for the next 5 minutes and you can take your time with it. So what I want you to do, go ahead and close your eyes. And I want you to think about a time in the past where the time just went by really fast. It was just like, boom, the time just seemed to go by fast. Maybe you're having fun. Maybe it was on vacation. Maybe it was when you were playing a sport. Maybe it was a night out that you had dancing or something where the time just went by like that, okay? So I'm going to give you a moment to think about that memory. Think about a specific fast time memory. Okay. And by now you should have it. If not, pause the video and wait until you get that fast time memory. So now that you have this memory of fast time, what I want you to do is just run through that memory and just kind of run through it back and forth. And as you're running through it, I want you to notice what your vision looks like. Is it wide? Is it narrow? Notice the colors, the brightness, the sharpness. Is it focus? Is it defocus? Notice any sounds. Are they loud? Are they soft? Are they slow? Are they fast? Notice any smells from this memory in fast time. Notice anything you can taste in this memory of fast time. And as you're noticing everything you can see, noticing everything you can hear, I want you to notice how you feel and where you feel the feelings of fast time in your body. So just take a moment, check on those feelings, notice where you feel it. Where do you feel it? In your legs, in your chest, in your stomach? Where do you feel the feelings of fast time? And how does it feel? Perfect. Now hold on to those feelings of fast time. And as you're running through this memory and you're looping back over and over again, there's going to be a color that comes to your mind. What's the color? First impression. Okay, perfect. That color is your fast time color. Remember this color. We're going to come back to it in a moment. So as you're running through this memory in fast time, whatever color you have is now your fast time color, and fast time is that color. So what I want you to do as you're running through this memory in fast time, noticing everything you can see, noticing everything you can hear, noticing how you feel, I want you to imagine in this memory, your entire body is being painted in that fast time color. So paint your entire body, feeling the shift in your body right now by accessing that previous memory and painting your body in that color of fast time. Now, once your entire body is painted in that fast time color, I want you to paint the entire room or whatever environment you're in that fast time color. So paint everything in that fast time color. The focus just went out because my phone is about to die. So we're going to get through it. So paint your body and everything around you in that memory in fast time. Anchor that color. So in other words, just tell your mind, this is my fast time color. Click. And once you and everything around you is in that fast time color, open your eyes. All right, what is today's date? Okay, great. Close your eyes. Now, I want you to think about a memory, some time in the past where the time just went by really, really, really slow. And it just seemed like the time was just dragging on. It was just taking forever. Maybe it was a seminar. Maybe it was a chore you had to do, it was just like, oh my God, this is taking forever. I'll give you a moment. Access that slow time memory. And again, if you haven't accessed it by now, just pause the video and move on. So once you have this memory of slow time, I want you to notice what your vision looks like. Is it narrow? Is it wide? Notice the colors, notice the brightness, notice the sharpness. Notice the focus. Is it defocus? Is it focused? I want you to notice everything around you. Notice any sounds. Are they loud? Are they soft? Are they fast? Are they slow? Notice any smells, any taste when you're in slow time. And as you're in this memory of slow time, you're going to get feelings in your body. I want you to notice where you feel the feelings of slow time in your body and how they feel. So just take a moment, notice the feelings as you're running through this memory, keeping your eyes closed. Notice where you feel it. Perfect. Now that you notice where you feel and you're running through this memory, noticing what you see, noticing what you hear, noticing how you feel. There's going to be a color that comes to your mind. What's the color? First impression. All right, perfect. So that color is your slow time color, and slow time is that color. So same thing we're going to do in the other exercise, running through this memory in slow time where the time is just dragging on really, 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 really slow. I want you to imagine your entire body is painted in the color of slow time. Noticing the shift in your body, noticing what happens to your awareness. And as you're in this memory of slow time, I want you to imagine that the entire room is also painted in that same color of slow time. And just paint you and everything around you in slow time. Once you and in the entire room around you is painted in that slow time color, anchor that color to slow time. So in other words, this color is your slow time color. And once you've done that, open your eyes. Okay, perfect. So now, here's the test. Is it gonna work? Yes, it is. So here's what I want you to do. Pause this video, go somewhere where you can walk, or run. If you run, this is gonna be really, really, you're gonna notice a huge difference. But I want you to go somewhere, or you can even drive too. And just walk in a straight line. And what I want you to do is imagine your body and everything around you is painted in that fast time color. So you paint your body and everything around you, and you're gonna notice a little bit of a shift. I want you to just pay attention to your vision at first, okay? Notice your vision when you're in slow time. Hold on to that fast time color, and just imagine you and everything around you is painted in that color. Notice what your vision looks like, and about after 10 to 15 seconds, I want you to shift it to slow time. So paint your body and everything around you in slow time. And again, you could do this with your eyes open and walk in that slow time color. Notice what happens with your vision, and hold on to slow time for about 15 seconds and then switch it back to fast time. Hold on to that for about 15 seconds and switch it back to slow time. What you're gonna notice is typically when you're in fast time, your vision's gonna get narrow, okay? And when you're in slow time, your vision's gonna get wide. You're gonna see more detail. You're gonna start to see things that aren't necessarily, they were there, but you weren't perceiving them when you were in fast time. Once you do that, I want you to do it again and just keep playing with this exercise. And I want you to notice how you feel when you're in fast time as compared to slow time. Fast time, you're gonna feel light. You're gonna feel a little bouncy. You're gonna feel good. When you're in slow time, you're gonna feel heavy. You're gonna feel sluggish. You're gonna feel a little bit slow. And then when you, again, play with it back and forth, noticing how you feel, then I want you to notice what everything sounds like. So fast time, it's gonna be more drowned out. It's gonna be kind of like psh, a little bit staticky. And when you switch to slow time, it's gonna sound like, I've had people do this and they're like, hold on, an airplane's going by. And I'm like, yeah, the airplane was going by the whole time. You just couldn't hear it when you were in fast time because you were so zoned in. And now that you're in slow time, you start hearing, you'll start hearing birds chirp. You'll start hearing, people's TVs on or whatever. So play with it back and forth. Once you have done this, there is 2 other things we need to do to be able to access flow state. So flow state is where you feel really, 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 really fast, or being in the zone, right? People talk about it. Michael Jordan's talked about it. Wayne Gretzky's talked about it. Kobe, all these great athletes, where they're just like, man, I'm in the zone. I'm fast. Everything's clicking, and it's like it's like time slows down, and they can see things around them, right? Baseball players talk about when a pitcher throws the ball at them, they can start to see the stitching in the ball, and that's because their perception is slow time. So if you want to know how to access flow state, guys, I'm telling you, once you do these 2 extra steps, it is going to change your game forever. I promise you. So if you like what you've heard so far and you want just a little bit more information, you want to know how to access that, being in the zone, being in that flow state, send me a message, comment if this is YouTube, like, subscribe, reach out. I'll be happy to share with you how to access that flow state. And again, guys, I can't stress it enough. I'm showing this to some of the top athletes in the world, and they are noticing a difference in their game, okay? So send me a message, like, comment, subscribe. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Oh my God, guys, completely forgot to tell you how to actually get in the zone. So what you want to do to be able to access that flow state is internally, you want to be fast, but externally, you want everything to slow down. So how do you do that? Well, I think you might already have the answer, but I just wanted to make this video to clarify. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna imagine your body is in fast time. Imagine everything around you is in slow time. So whatever that color is, paint your body in that color. Paint everything around you in the slow time color. So fast time internally, externally, you're in slow time. And you're gonna notice, again, do this, test this, walk down the street. You're gonna notice the shift in your body. You're gonna feel light, you're gonna feel fast, but you're gonna notice you'll have that slow time vision where everything slows down. You can see details, and you can kind of slow everything down around you, but you'll still feel really fast. Now, that is the technique of time distortion. However, there are 2 other things that you need to do. You don't need to do, but when you do them, they're gonna make this technique so much more profound, so much more effective, so much more useful. So if you want to know how to use that technique, like I said in the last video, comment, send me a message wherever you find this video, reach out to me, and I can explain to you how to actually enhance this technique even more. So again, guys, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Just look, take your little thumb, okay? And just click that button. Just click it right there. Like it, subscribe, and if you're feeling frisky, scroll down to the bottom and write a little comment saying thank you, whatever you want. All right, guys? So we'll catch you in the next one. For real this time.